who we are, and we just have to do what we do to the best of our ability. And like I said earlier, if we do that, that's all she wrote.
You heard a lot of the doubters coming into this game about the past playoff troubles here, Lamar's record. Does that make this much more rewarding, especially the way you guys were able to finish today?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's 11 people on our offense and 11 people on our defense and 11 people on special team that plays, not what anybody else has to say. They don't put the pads on, so who cares what they have to say? At the end of the day, that's an opinion. That's just like a butt. Everybody has them. You know what I mean? So I don't really concern myself with that, nor do anyone in this locker room, because it's outside noise at the end of the day. And honestly, I didn't know too much about it, and I really don't care.
You look at the pre-snap penalties that the Texans got. What advantage was the home crowd today, and how much are you looking forward to that next week in the AFC Championship?
Oh, I know it's going to be rocking even more next week in the AFC Championship. But that was huge, coming to the bank. I got a little witness of it last year, how loud and hostile the environment can be, and as well as this year. So I think the best fans in football, and the way they come out, I don't know what they be on, liquid courage or what, but they get at the top of their lungs, and I love to hear it. So it's definitely playing a big part in us. And I was talking with some of the edge rushers early in the week, and they really enjoyed it even more, because knowing the snap counts, it's going to be more predictable when it's as loud. So make sure you guys come out loud as crap next week.
Roquan, for you personally, what does it mean to be one game from the Super Bowl?
Next game up. So that's our mission. Our mission to get there and do what we do, but it's going to take 1 week at a time. So whoever we play next week, they come into the bank. And like I said before these guys came here, whoever come has to get dealt with. There's a villain to every story, and hey, that Cinderella story ended, so on to the next.
Well, you guys really shut down their running game today. How did you guys go about doing it, and how much important emphasis was that going in?
Oh, that was huge. All week, we know we stopped the run, but that's with any team. You stop the run, make a team one-dimensional, and it's going to be very hard to do anything. And that's something. That's credit to the big dogs up front. I think the best front seven in football, starting with our front four, whoever's in there, whatever the rotation is, and then the best two combo in the league with me and PQ. And so when you look at it like that, you stop the run, make them one-dimensional. That's when we let ball hawks and guys that make plays on the ball do what they do.
How key was the pressure you guys were putting on the quarterback and shutting down CJ Stroud?
Yeah, it was huge. Knowing that you get him rattled, it's going to be a tough day for him, and that's just like any quarterback. You make a move, get off the spot, change up the picture, and get pressure on him. So at the end of the day, that was part of the plan, and we executed the plan to a T. Besides a couple plays here and there, but hey, they're in the league as well. So, but that was a really good team. So hats off to those guys. They had a great season, but hey, it had to end, and we delivered.
This defense has been making statements all season after the type of game they had against the Browns. What did it mean to keep them completely on the end as a defense?
Yeah, we're not the Browns. We're the Baltimore Ravens at the end of the day. So whoever they play before us, it really don't matter. I put this 11, whoever's out on the field with us versus anyone in the league, anyone in the world at that. So we're the best front 11, best 11 in the game, regardless, front seven as well. So I like us versus anyone, any given day, and twice on game day.
Hey, Ro, guys who wear the black hats are feared or bad guys. Is this a role you're adopting for the postseason?
Honestly, when I seen it in my closet, I actually supposed to wear it in Arizona with PQ, but I forgot my boots. So I had my boots at the house today, and then I was just like, hey, when I was thinking about it this morning, I'm like, hey, they are the Texans and they are the Cowboys, but I got this hat on, so I'm daddy.
Do you going to keep rolling with this, or will you change up for next week?
Oh, next week will be something totally different. This week was had to handle business as business handled, and we did what we had to do, so maybe this hat will go back up in the closet somewhere.
Do you have a Buffalo or a Kansas City themed, outfit plan for whoever you face?
It'll be something sweet, so I'm sure we'll, my plan is to let you guys see it next week after the game right here as well, so it'll definitely be something sweet, whoever we play. Just line them up. They got to get dealt with, business handled.
Roquan, do you have a preference for who it is coming to Baltimore?
I don't care who it is. It can be my little cousins. It can be grandparents or whatever. You roll that ball out there, they got to get dealt with. They come into the bank by any means necessary, so whoever it is, I don't care.
Roquan, obviously the defense played well all 4 quarters. Lamar talked about it. He said some things at halftime to get the guys. What do you think of Lamar in the second half, and how he energized that second half.
He was just being himself at the end of the day. I think he's the best quarterback in the game right now and doing what he do, and that's he can beat you in any facet of the game at the end of the day. So I'm just, like I tell people all year long, I'm grateful that I'm playing with him and not against him, because trying to deal with him dropping back, nothing's there, he takes off, or something's there, he's dropping it off there. So it's hard to game plan versus that, and you can't really emulate that. You can't do that in practice. So guys try to do it day in and day out, but hey, it never works, and we're on the next week.